Sean, thank you so much for coming on today. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here. How are you
Awesome,
doing?
awesome. I'm very good. Thank you for asking. So, Sean, we always kick it off with the same question to all our traders, and that's to get to know them a little bit and their journey into trading. So, where did it all start
Okay.
for you, trading wise?
For trading, started a few years ago, well, probably a few years ago when I kind of tried to hop into the crypto thing and when it's kind of blowing up, and then everything kind of took a downturn. And so I started watching some videos of people who were trading, not just buying and holding or whatnot, they were actually trading. And so I started watching those videos and it's like, okay, because I'd always heard like, you know, you lose money if you day trade or
Yeah,
something like that. And so I started watching these videos and they're like, okay, there's actually some fundamental principles here. There's trends that people follow and can actually make money doing it. So I started just watching videos a lot and I was like, oh, this is something I'd be interested in getting into. Took a while before I actually decided to jump into it. And then a little over a year ago, probably like a year and a half ago, I discovered prop firms and with Forex. And I was like, okay, like this seems really, really cool that you can, because before it was like, okay, how much do I like put in? Like if I put in $1,000, like I'm not really going to make much money with $1,000, but like I
no,
didn't have a ton
yeah,
of capital to risk. So when I found prop firms, I was like, okay, so I can pay for a challenge. If I do well, I can get, a larger chunk of money to trade with. And then if I'm successful at that, then I can actually make some decent income or some decent side income. And so that's kind of what got me to where I am here. Yeah.
nice, really good. So you started off with crypto, progressed to Forex, and now you're a funded trader. So
Yes.
yeah, really, really awesome journey. That's amazing. And yeah, I mean, crypto's starting to pop off again. Is it something you'll probably go back into at some point?
I'd like to. At the time, it seems so volatile, and has its volatility, but it's not as volatile. And so it's kind of like, oh, maybe I'll stick with Forex for a while if I'm just learning, if I'm just working through trading, and then maybe jump back into crypto later. But I'd like to
Absolutely.
start buying it again. But
Yeah, definitely. Definitely is like I mean, Bitcoin just doesn't seem to be slowing down, does it? I
yeah,
mean, it's undefeated Bitcoin, isn't it? Every
well,
time
I
it
was like,
hits
oh,
a
it's
new
120
high,
now.
I know it's insane. Every time it hits a new high, I think, ah, it can't go up anymore. And then it just blows
It's
my
like I should
mind.
have bought last year.
Exactly. And then you're always like, damn it. Like, why didn't I just buy back then? But oh
Yeah,
well.
it's what it is.
I'd love to get to know a little bit about your strategy and your trading. And if it's possible, if you could share your charts and just explain a little bit like how you how you trade basically on a day-to-day basis. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I was planning on sharing, and my I can't seem to share my screen right now with the Zoom. It exit this, so I'm going to just talk through it, kind of what I do. So I try to follow the trend. I use a couple of different EMAs, the 20, the 80, and the 120. The 80 and 120 give me a little bit more of a longer trend line, and then when the 20 crosses below that, it can kind of signal a short. If it crosses
Hmm.
above it from below, it's going to signal more of a long. And then I basically use RSI as momentum for a second confirmation of whether or not I want to hop in. I generally trade on the 5 minute chart.
Oh
There's
wow.
more confirmations that way.
Yeah.
But I don't trade for a long time of the day, so I kind of keep it to a shorter window in the evening for me. And that way I'm more likely to get an actual setup. If nothing comes up, it is what it is. I don't need to force anything. But that's kind of the trend and momentum I use to kind of, decide when I'm going to hop in. And then try to set my risk parameters, no more than 2%. And then go for anywhere between a 1 and a 2 to 1 risk. Usually probably about 1.5. Um, that way I know if I can set a stop loss, and if I need to, I can just walk away and know I'm not going to lose more than 2% if it goes south for whatever reason. But that's kind of how my charts would look if I could show them to you.
No,
Apologize
that
about
sounds
that.
really good. No, no, it's absolutely fine. But yeah, no, it sounds really good. I like how well thought out it is. It sounds like you have clear defined rules of what you're looking for, even like time-based rules. You know, you're looking only for the evening trades, and if it doesn't appear, it doesn't appear. You're not going to force anything, which is, you know, exactly what you should be doing. Um, and yeah, and it sounds very, in a good way, it sounds nice and simple. You know, it's not too overly
Mhm.
complicated. You haven't got a billion different indicators all telling you different
Yeah.
things, and you're not confusing yourself with so many different theories. So you found one edge, you're sticking to it, you're sticking to the rules, and as long as you essentially take enough trades over time, that edge will play out and you'll make
Mhm.
money. So, and that's essentially all
Right.
trading is, you know?
But yeah, I mean, it's if you have a 50% win ratio, which doesn't sound great, but if you have 50% and you're making 1.5 or 2, I mean, you're going to make money. It doesn't have to be 90% win rate. It can be as
That's
low
it.
as you can be less than 50 if you're going for 2 to 1, but I
Yeah.
like to keep it above 50%.
Oh,
Makes you feel
absolutely. Yeah. I think it's hard to like mentally accept
yes.
something below 50% because you'll
Yes.
end up having losing streaks. And the
Mhm.
problem with a losing streak is although you should, in theory, you should be able to handle it because you're not going to risk so much on each trade. A lot of people end up changing their strategy the moment they have a losing streak. They start playing around
Yeah.
with the formula, start doing different things, and that's where it all starts going down because they're just
Mhm.
changing everything, basically, they're changing their edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, you hit the nail on the head there. As long as you let the math play out, that's essentially all you got to do. Don't
That's what
change
it
the
is. Yeah.
formula. Carry on doing what you have to do, and it will work out in the long term. Um,
Hmm.
so I would love to move on a little bit and talk about
Yeah.
psychology, right? So obviously, a strategy is only one part of the equation. If you don't have the right psychology when it comes to trading, if you don't control your emotions, even a 90% win rate, and you can lose money, you know.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's a very good point.
how did you overcome it? The psychological part.
I mean, I want to say I'm totally overcome it. I mean, I still like if it starts going down, you say, "Oh, should I get out? Should I get out?" But you gotta try to stick to those rules. Otherwise, you'll get out too early, or because you might not let the trade play through. But honestly, is watching a lot of videos about people talking about psychology and trading, and trying to understand that you're gonna lose. Like you're gonna have losing streaks. You're gonna lose some trades, and that's okay as long as you have sound principles in your trading and you've back tested what your strategy. You just have to know that like as long as you have your risk is appropriate and the strategy is solid, that you're gonna have losing streaks and you just have to keep plugging through it, and eventually you'll come out on top. Um,
Yeah,
you just got to keep moving forward. Don't give up because I mean that's another thing you hear a lot is like you get a losing streak and then you give up and then it's over. But if you keep going forward through it and understand like those happen, but then you'll have some good win streaks, and if you just play those numbers, you can come out on top.
absolutely, absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, that 100% agree with you. It's all about just keeping disciplined in the market is essentially, and that's the biggest mistake we see beginners make as a
Hmm.
whole. Not even just beginners, even people who've been at it for years, longer than you, still making those same mistakes. They're just not disciplined in their trading. And the moment they change that one little bit, all of a sudden it works. And it's like magic.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
Hmm.
trading makes sense. So it really is that
Yeah.
simple sometimes, as
It is.
crazy
And
as
then
it sounds.
also just thinking it's not getting too greedy. Like you don't need to go for those big 10% wins. Like you can just
Yeah.
1, 2, 3% and just keep repeating that.
Yeah,
Those small wins up.
don't ego trade.
Yeah.
Absolutely. While it's nice to, have a big win, of course, everyone loves it, but it sets you up almost in a weird way, sets you up for failure in the future because you start getting disappointed if you don't hit those big numbers anymore,
Mhm.
and then you
Yeah.
start getting discouraged, and then you might start gambling a little bit, pushing the risk too much, and then one day it just takes one bad trade and you're out the game. and
Yep.
then you start all the way from scratch again. And what's the point? Just target a good 2-3% a month or so. It's all about the capital, right? I mean, you got 100K. Imagine
Right.
if you
Two,
had
three
a
percent
million,
is
two, three
that'd be
percent, 20,
incredible.
30 grand. I mean, it's amazing how, you don't have to work harder. You just need more capital. And the way to get more
Right.
capital is keep being consistent. End of story,
Mhm.
really. So,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
So true.
brilliant. Really good. Um, Sean, we're going to move on very quickly
Yeah.
to Ola Prime. So you've been with us, you're funded, you're getting a payout tomorrow, I believe.
I hope.
And you will, don't worry.
All right. Perfect.
And yeah, so how's your experience been with us so far?
So far it's been great. I heard, I think I just saw some ads for you, and it sounds like I watched some of your guys' videos from other traders, just on your YouTube channel. And so far I'm liking what I'm hearing. I'm liking what I'm seeing. And so I'm excited to kind of work with you guys and move forward.
Awesome. Well, we're very happy to have you on board. I mean, I'm looking at like your payout and account size, like what you're targeting and stuff is perfect. You're not the
Good to hear.
type of guy who will try and make 40% or something ridiculous. And while that is impressive, like if someone makes 40%, all right, fair
Yeah.
enough. Like it's
Good for you.
impressive, but at the same time, you did that. There was a bit of element of luck there. It wasn't all skill,
Oh yeah. Oh
There
yeah.
was gambling that just happened to work out in your favor. So do that, a year straight, then fair enough. You're the greatest trader on the planet. But
And that would be nice.
exactly. You'd be a billionaire before you know it if you could do 40% a month consistently. But yeah, I mean what you're targeting is just right. And that's you're in that kind of statistic where what the people who have the most long-term success have the
Hmm.
exact same numbers as you. So
Yeah.
really promising start, do you know what I mean? So I have
Yeah.
no doubt that if you continue doing what you're doing, in a year's time or so, you're going to be dealing with a lot more capital. Your payouts are obviously going to be a lot bigger then, and yeah, this could be a really good business almost for you. So
That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm shooting for.
awesome. Are you looking to get more accounts with us, or are you looking to scale the current one?
I guess either or. Probably right now, I'll probably do more accounts and then scale if I can. But yeah, hoping to grow with you guys.
Awesome. Well, we're looking
Excited.
forward to it. And as you do scale, as you do get more accounts, more payouts, it'll be great to have a little update interview at some point in the future, see how
Oh
you're
yeah, that'd
getting
be
along.
fantastic.
I'm sure the viewers would love that too. But apart from that, Sean, thank you so much for coming on, sharing your story, sharing your strategy, and just being an all-round great guy. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been a pleasure talking with you too. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Sean. And to everyone watching, thank you guys for watching as well. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on channel notifications, do all that good stuff. Also join our Discord. There's a button down below in the description. It's completely free to join, and you'll be entered into a community full of other traders like yourself, all sharing different ideas, setups, their success stories, and all sorts of stuff. And you can also interact with our coaches there one-on-one as well. So it's well worth joining if you haven't already. But apart from that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Sean, for coming on, and we'll see you again very soon. Take care.
Hola Prime, trade with transparency.